tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And to get further support, encouragement, and to support me as the content creator, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, I am Marlene Motivates and welcome. I am your channel for all things motivational, positive, life lessons, and mindset shifting. Welcome in. If you're new here, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and join my channel membership for further support. So welcome everybody. I'm going to check to see who is in the chat. Hey Goddess of Love, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. And James Money, how are you? Welcome. Appreciate you being here, the both of you. And I would love for you to hit the like. Very much appreciated. So welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to talk about freedom. And freedom is a very important thing to possess. And namely the topic is set yourself free. Yes, it's something personal that each of us must do. We must make the choice whether we are going to be free or whether we're going to be enslaved. Because whether we know it or not, we're enslaved to some things if we don't allow ourselves the freedom to let certain things and certain people go. Hey Liz, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. And happy Tuesday to you. Hey Embarkation Nation, welcome. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Yes, it's very important for us to speak on this topic of setting ourselves free. Hey everyone. Yes, I'm doing great. I'm glad you are as well, Liz. This topic right here about setting yourself free, it's empowering. It's so important to set yourself free from people and even from our own self. Even our own self. We may be enslaved to things that we don't even understand. So let's talk about this. Let's have a discussion. And I always welcome for you to put into the chat your thoughts on things. Okay, let's get into it. Set yourself free. So, what is freedom? Freedom means to be yourself without restraint. So, what are some of the things that we may be enslaved to? People pleasing, fear of the unknown. So, what do we need freedom from? Let's discuss 9 of them. I have 9 things that we can be enslaved to. Okay. So, set yourself free from. Number 1, set yourself free from the past. Yes, happy Tuesday to you as well. Yes, be yourself unapologetically. Exactly, Liz. I fully agree. So, the first point, set yourself free from number 1, the past. See, in the past, maybe you made some major mistakes. Maybe in the past, you went through some really difficult things, some traumatic things happened to you in your life. But we must forgive ourselves. We must forgive others so that we can live up to our potential. So the onus is on you. The onus is on me. It's our life. We have to take personal responsibility and accountability for how we choose to feel about our life. How do you choose to view your life? Are you going to let your past hold you hostage, make you feel miserable, make you feel angry? Okay? Are you going to let your past rule your life? Or are you going to let your past elevate you? Okay? So whether we choose to or not, we can choose to let our life set us free and empower us. See, our past can only inhibit us if we allow it, right? So we have to let some of the things that may have harmed us, some of the things that we went through. And it was very powerful. If you did not see the empowerment conference, namely the part that myself and I am Tracy Lee, we showed a new way of thinking about our pain. And our pain can be our power. And make sure you check out that powerful discussion. Not just myself, I am Tracy Lee, hit on some major points, and also some of the other ladies who were in the conference, Boss Life Online, Coach Sherry, Be Amazing, Sylvia, Coach Mary Ma, all did their thing in showing how we can elevate and empower ourselves. Okay. Thank you so much, Liz. Appreciate you. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. It's so good to see you, and I hope you're doing well. Hey, Neff, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you so much, all the mods in the house, moderator support. I appreciate all of you. So let's get back into this. Set yourself free. So we just talked about, why it's very important to be free from things, from people, and even our own self. Yes, a lot of times we will stop ourselves. We will block our own self, okay? Hey, Cola. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here and supporting. I hope you're well. Oh, Goddess of Love, we got a new member. Thank you so much for joining membership. I'm working on something right now. I'm going to put it up probably tomorrow about membership, but it is a super chat. So pause, please. Pause, please. much. Welcome, Goddess. Make sure you check out the community tab for the newest topics, videos, and live streams for members only. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Motivators family. Hey, I'm always here. I listen in most times while working or in the AM. Well, thank you so much, Cola. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate those who support even from the bushes. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody, let's get back into setting yourself free, okay? So set yourself free from the past. Each of us has been through difficulties in our life. Each of us has had some hard times, some struggles, things that really has hurt us. But are we going to let what hurt us hold us hostage? Yes, you will stay stuck in a sea of pain as long as you allow yourself to be there. See, there is freedom in knowing that I don't have to stay down. I don't have to be miserable. I can choose to elevate. I can choose to let go. I can choose to have peace. I can choose to be in peace with myself. And a lot of times I thought I was helping myself by being angry at other people. We think we're going to punish other people. I'm going to make them pay for what they did to me. I'm not going to talk to them anymore. But ultimately, we are hurting ourselves. We don't hurt anybody but ourselves by keeping anger, by not letting other people know when they hurt us. See, we train people how to treat us when we allow certain things, when we don't communicate, when someone did not live up to our whatever we needed. We must express that. And if we don't express what we think when someone hurt us, how can they know and how can they grow? It's a different thing when you tell somebody what you need and then they do what they want. That's a different thing. See, we're adults over here. We're not going to be like those of the past where they just stayed silent, ignored problems when they saw where someone did something wrong. They just kept allowing it. No, we are not doormats over here, are we, motivators? No, we believe in ourselves and we love ourselves and we know what we deserve. See, this is about taking our power back. See, a lot of things hold us hostage from our power because we allow a lot of wrong things, right? We allow wrong things. We allow people to do wrong to us. But also, what do we say? Do we communicate? We have to verbalize, we have to say it out loud. When you do this, this is how it makes me feel. I would appreciate it if you would not talk to me or do that to me. See, that's when you take your power back. That's what you're putting it out there and saying, no, 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 I will not allow it. We can't expect people to know what our triggers are. We can't expect for people to act mature. Not everybody is on the same levels. Everybody is on different parts of their journey, of their life, of their maturity, of their emotional intelligence, okay? Each of us is in a different space and place. So we have to communicate what is going on with us. Don't expect people to treat us like we will treat them, okay? That's something that I had to learn. I just said, well, they have to know. They must know. They're doing this on purpose. And sometimes it's not on purpose. Sometimes the way people were raised, they just don't know those things. Other people had never set boundaries for them. But over here, we communicate our wants, our needs, our desires, and we put it out there in the atmosphere so that we can get back the same energy. And if someone continues to disrespect you after you have set boundaries, now that's a whole nother thing. Then you're going to have to regulate, right? So we're not a doormat over here, okay? So let's get into point number 2. Set yourself free from limiting beliefs. Set yourself free from limiting beliefs. What does that mean? We limit ourselves. Hey, JW, welcome. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you're feeling much better. And happy Tuesday to you. We limit ourselves because of others. We limit ourselves because of others. We let other people have their opinions, right? We usually give other people the freedom to believe what they believe. But when it comes to us, are we getting the same things back? Sometimes no. So we have to let others have their opinions of us. We can't do anything about that. We can't control what another person's opinion of us is. What somebody's opinion of you, of me, is none of my business. And it's none of your business. Hey, the word, welcome. We got a member and a moderator in the house. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, Word. I hope you're doing great. How's the fam? So, limiting beliefs, okay? We let others have their opinion, right? We let other people think what they think. But when we think something that challenges them, now it's a problem, right? It's a problem when you have high vibration. It's a problem when you're about your business. It's a problem when you believe in yourself, right? It's a problem when you love yourself. It's a problem when other people like you and not like them, okay? So that's their problem. We have to set ourselves free from their beliefs. And also, here is some of your motivational sauce. Y'all ready? You locked in? You listening? And also, anything that inhibits our growth, anything that inhibits our growth, we must exit them or those beliefs out of our life. Anything that is going to inhibit, stop, block, slow down our personal growth, we must eliminate it. Okay? We can't feel free when we are letting other people and their limiting beliefs and their lackluster, course through life. They're not doing anything with their life. We can't let other people's limited beliefs or lack of drive get us stuck. And that's what happens. Our wings can be clipped. We'll slow down in our progress. We'll slow down in our joy. We'll slow down in our peace just because of them. Do not let other people and their limiting beliefs cause you to get distracted. Okay? See, we're not doing that over here, motivators. We're not doing that. Don't allow other people and their drama get you stuck. Take away your peace. Remember, this is your life. Your life is only going to be as joyful as you choose. So, what say you today, motivators? Do you choose joy? Do you choose peace? Do that for yourself. Yes, Cola. Exit stage left. Exit, okay? So let's get into point number 3. Set yourself free from this, okay? Set yourself free from fear and worry. Set yourself free from fear and worry. Hey, Tamika Davis. We got a moderator in the house. Happy Tuesday to you, Tamika. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. And everyone who's in the chat, I would appreciate it if you guys could hit the likes. It's very good for my channel, and I very much appreciate the support. Okay, everybody. Point 3, we're getting into fear and worry, okay? This is very important to set yourself free from fear and worry. So fear is an anxiety, okay? It's an anxiety about the outcome of something that's coming up. We fear things that we don't know. We fear things that we don't understand. Now, let's also talk about worry. See, worry allows one's mind to dwell on difficulties or troubles. So, the difference between fear and worry, we all have fears. We all have fears. But the whole thing about fear is fear can be fixed. Okay? Fear can be fixed. We can face our fears. We can say to fear, okay, question it. Why am I afraid? Why am I scared of this? Is it because lack of knowledge? Is it because this is something new? Is it because of the obstacle? Is it because of lack of knowledge? Is it because I'm not believing in myself enough? See, we must get to the bottom of why we are fearful about things in order to overcome it. See, yes, I say to you, all motivators, you can overcome any fear. You can overcome any fear. I say that to you. And we must speak that out loud. I can overcome any fear. See, fear paralyzes us, okay? Fear paralyzes you from moving forward. It paralyzes you from moving ahead. Fear stops you from your potential. And like I was speaking about yesterday, each of us has potential. We have the potential for excellence. And you have the potential for excellence. Yes, you can do anything you want as long as you face that fear and you look at that fear and say, you will not win. You will not win. Hey, Marianne, how are you? Welcome. It's so good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you're doing great. See, that fear paralyzes us from moving ahead. All right? The question that I have for you all, it's time to put on our thinking caps, okay? And are you ready for this? What I'm about to say to you? What do you allow? What do you allow your mind to dwell on? What do you allow your mind to dwell on? What do you let it linger on? What are the thoughts that you have in your mind? Okay? Do you let that fear overwhelm you? Do you let that fear overwhelm you? Or do you call it out and say, fear, I see you? That's what I say when I'm fearful about something. Fear, I see you. But I'm not going to let you stop me or block me. What is the reason why I'm afraid right now? Let's get to the bottom of it. And if you don't get to the bottom of that fear, it's going to overwhelm you, paralyze you, and get you stuck. See, we're not stuck over here, right? We're not afraid to stand up and say, no, no, no. I'm moving forward. No, no, no. I'm not scared. See, we're not going to keep ourselves hostage. We're not going to slow down. See, we're growing, we're elevating, we're loving ourselves, we're possessing peace and joy because we're setting ourselves free. See, we have to release ourselves from those sort of bondages, those sort of traps. And they are traps that if you allow yourself to step into it, you will stay there and stay stuck. And this is why we must identify what makes us fearful. So let's also talk about worry, okay? We worry about things. We let our minds dwell on things, And that's the difference between fear and worry. See, that worry part, we worry, we let our minds stay there. Oh no, this is hard for me, or anything that is a trouble, I let myself worry about this. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what will happen, what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen? See, all you can do, my motivators, is do your best. Preparation. Okay? Preparation is the key. Prepare yourself, prepare your mind, gain the knowledge, believe in yourself, and do your best. And then you release it and let it go. See, we can't control life. Life is going to happen. People are going to do wrong things to us. But as long as we do what we are supposed to do, then release it. Then let it go. Then do you and be you. It's always good enough. Yes, Cola, faith. I've started writing things down. Pray about it and let it go. There are still times I revisit it, but I try not to. Exactly. Mine are usually with something I've never encountered, especially if it's life changing. Yes, and that's why it's so important for us to speak it out loud. Get to the bottom. Why does this fear? Am I afraid of this? Why does this intimidate me? Is this something that I have pushed to the back of the closet? Is this something from my childhood? Is this what somebody else has told me? We have to get to the bottom of it so that we can know how to move forward. See, and that's the freedom. That's the freedom that we can have when we know why. Why am I afraid? So I do the same thing for yourself. Ask yourself, why do I have this fear? And let's get to the bottom of it, okay? So here is some more motivational sauce for you guys. Listen up. Y'all, you're ready for it? Some motivational sauce. Fear is just the output of knowledge that is lacking. Fear is just the output of knowledge that is lacking. So when we gain more knowledge, that fear, it dissipates. Once you gain the knowledge of something, and then you find a way in your way to understand it, when those two things come together, knowledge and understanding, that fear, it goes out of the door, okay? But the difference with worry is we worry about things that is outside of our grasp, something that we can do nothing about. There's certain things that life just brings unknown things, challenges. We can't do anything about it. But don't sit and worry about something that you cannot control. It's wasted energy. Let's do better. Let's do better today and moving forward. Okay? Let's get into point number 4. Point 4 about setting yourself free. We have to set ourselves free from negative self talk. And all of these things I want you to say to yourself, set yourself free. I will set myself free from this negative self talk. We can be our own worst critic. Now, who's guilty of it? Okay? I know I am. I'm guilty of it. The negative self talk. Okay? We can evaluate what we need to do to improve ourselves. Improve. Okay? But never put yourself down. We live in a negative society. We get enough negativity out there, from other people, from what the judgments of other people, their opinions, their beliefs. We get enough negativity out there. But within ourselves, on our inside, on the inside of us, who you are as a person, as an individual, as a man, as a woman, what say you? What do you say about yourself? Well, it's very important the talk that you have in your mind. What is your thought process? What do you think about yourself? See, we need to dismiss immediately anything that is negative about ourselves. See, what we can do, see, what is within our reach, what is possible for us, is for us to evaluate for us to improve. What am I doing that maybe isn't good for me? Maybe what's harming me? Maybe what's holding me back? That's a good thing to talk about. And that's a good thing for us to work on. But we never want to get into telling ourselves we're dumb, we're stupid, we can't do anything. And we're not doing that. See, maybe in the past, maybe how you grew up, maybe other people, maybe that's how they used to talk to themselves, or that's how they used to talk to you. But we're unlearning bad habits. We're walking in positivity. We're growing. We're maturing. We're gaining emotional intelligence, right? We're doing better for ourselves. And I want you to say to yourself, I am doing better. I will be better. Okay. So we get enough negativity out there. We do. We get enough. There's enough negative on the outside. We don't need to be negative to ourselves. We must encourage ourselves. We must work on ourselves, our mindset, our thoughts, our thinking. What do we say about ourselves, especially when we have trials, especially when we have difficulties, especially when someone hurts our feelings? What do we say about ourselves? Do we say we're less than? Do we say we did something wrong? See, sometimes things that we say about ourselves have nothing to do with us. That's not even ours. Don't pick up the trash that is left behind from other people. Don't pick up other people's mess. Don't do it. It's not yours. Set yourself free. Set yourself free from other people and what they are saying about you, what they're trying to put on you because of what they are not doing for themselves, what they have not dealt with. Okay? Yes. And we have to be honest about the why. Yeah, that part, Cola. We have to be honest about the why. Why am I not doing what I'm supposed to? Why am I afraid? Why am I scared? Why can't I let go? Why don't I think I deserve better? See, I stayed in that space for a long time. It's not that I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think that I deserved to have better things because of guilt, because I didn't see other people around me doing things to improve themselves. I didn't see other people working on their communication. I didn't see other people as trying and stepping outside of the box and becoming an entrepreneur and doing great things and enjoying their life and being in peace. See, when we don't see other people around us that we care about elevating, it's a little harder for us to do it. But you can do it. It's possible. I'm telling you. I lived in it. I lived through that you can push past it. We feel that we need people to support us, to understand us, and we don't. You don't need people to support you and understand you. What you do need is to support and understand yourself. Boom, boom. Okay, that's it right there. We let other people's thoughts and opinions go too far inside of our mind and cause us to be limited. We're allowing other people to limit us. See, that's paralyzing. We're clipping our own wings to freedom. You're clipping your own wings to what you could be. You're clipping your wings to what you deserve. Yes, there's so many things that each of us deserve. And yesterday I was talking about our talents. See, each of us has a talent. Each of us has gifts, things that we're good at, but do we believe in those things? Or do we let other people who don't believe in their gifts and talents to slow us down and hold us hostage? I'll wait. We have to think about that. Am I allowing other people and their preconceived notions to become mine. I had to be honest about myself. Yes, I was. I was doing that. I was letting other people who were not motivated, who were not encouraged, who were miserable, who were lackluster, who were lazy, who never wanted to achieve anything. And I was letting that become my standard and my belief system. I thought because they weren't doing anything that I couldn't. See, that's why it's so important who you choose to be around, what you choose to listen to, what you choose to be entertained by. Okay? We have to set ourselves free from thinking that we have to take everything that is given to us. Just because somebody says something out of their mouth, somebody believes something about us. Mm-mm. Just because you think or believe something about me does not make it a true standard. Hello. Just because you don't like me, just because your opinion is this or that about me, that should not hold us back, motivators. Don't let the opinions of other people stop you and block you from doing what you want. That part. Don't let other people and their notions, their ideas, their laziness, their drama stop you, and I say you, from being who you're meant to be. Okay? See, who you are meant to be is you. Regardless of who likes it, regardless of who understands, each of us has a purpose. Yes, you listening to this right now live, you listening to this on the replay, you have a purpose. You have a reason to be here. Tap into that. Turn up that fire inside of you. Use your talents and your gifts. This is not the time where we're going to sit down. We're going to stand still. We're going to slow down. We're going to let our own limiting beliefs stop us. We're not going to let the limiting beliefs or opinions of other people to stop us, block us, hinder us, make us feel like we're less than. No, we're going to get up. We're going to be strong. We're going to love on ourselves. Don't wait for other people to love you. Love yourself. Period. Love yourself. And I speak about it all the time. Friendship with yourself is the most important gift that you can give yourself. See, we were waiting on other people to feed us love. You're waiting for friends. You're waiting for your romantic relationship. You're waiting for people in your family to give you love, to support you. What if they don't? What if they don't? Are you going to stop yourself, limit yourself from experiencing all the love that you deserve, all the friendship you deserve? Whatever the business that you're trying to do, are you going to let other people stop you and block you from doing what is meant to be, what has been downloaded on the inside of you? Are you going to let people stop your download or inside of you? Are you buffering? Are you buffering on the inside? Hold, please. Are you using AOL? You know, with that noise? Fail to disconnect? See, we're going to connect. Even if other people don't understand what you're doing, it's not about them understanding. And we have to stop trying to convince other people of our power. Stop trying to convince people of your light. When you're great, you're great. Believe that. And I'm speaking it because I know somebody needs to hear it. When you're great, you're great. Just because you don't like it, because you don't understand it, it does not stop you from being a bright beam of light. You don't stop being bright. You don't stop radiating because of other people. You elevate and you do you. You heard? You do you. I can't let other people, because they're afraid of my shine, they're afraid of my light, stop me from doing what is downloaded on the inside of me. Stop downplaying your worth. Stop downplaying who you are. Stop downplaying what you deserve. Stop lowering your standards. And we're going to stop being a victim. See, we're not victims. See, we're taking all of our power back. I'm no longer the victim. See, I love myself, and I want you to say that to yourself too. I'm not a victim. I'm empowered. Okay? That's the difference. There's a lot of people angry and mad around here because they're so busy being a victim and waiting for other people to see me. Oh, let me give you some, you know, they want the attention. They're seeking the attention of other people. You don't need that. You don't need other people to validate you. You are who you are. And that's always good enough. Okay? You are what you are. Hey, Miss 702, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're well. Hey, the Copper Tone. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, meant to be you. Keep being yourself, everybody. Keep being yourself. All right? All right. Let's get back into it. We just finished point number 4. Let's get into point number 5. Once I get to point number 9, I'm going to put the link in the chat, and you all will be free to come up and to share some of the things that you have set yourself free from, and some of the things that you're working on setting yourself free from. Get ready. Okay? The link is coming in about 10 minutes. Okay? So, point 5, living up to the expectations, living up to expectations. So we're going to set ourselves free from expectations. Society puts expectations on us: how we look, how we dress, how much we should weigh, how we talk, what our finances, what should be our financial situation. And if you don't fall into this category, then you're not good enough, then you have not made it. No, don't let other people tell you what is good. We have to decide when we're okay. We have to decide what we like, how we like to dress, how we want to talk, what we're about. Let's make those decisions for ourselves. Don't let other people make those decisions for you. See, we're setting ourselves free from that. Falling behind thinking that you need to have certain designers, certain homes, certain this, certain that to make it. When at the end of the day, material things don't make you. Your personality, what you do, your actions, the way you treat others, how you show up, how you love yourself. That's the most important thing to do and to be in this life. Money and things come and go, but who you are is everlasting. That's the legacy that we want to leave behind. Not how much money we have, but how did this person treat other people? How did you make other people feel? Okay? How did you make other people feel? Did you teach? Did you heal? Did you empower? And that's why I love to use my platform as such, to empower those. Let you all be free. Okay? Hey, Sirius, got a moderator in the house. Welcome in. So good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you, and I hope you're doing well. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. See, we're enslaved for too long. We're enslaved. Don't let society enslave you, okay? See, but the most important thing, this is where our self-awareness comes in. Set yourself free from expectations. When you're self-aware of yourself. I'm aware of me. I'm aware of what I want, where I'm going. See, I know my focus. The question I want to ask you all is, what is your focus? Do you have something that you're narrow in on? Yeah, I'm focused. I'm determined to get this and do this. So everything that's happening to the left, the right, behind you, irrelevant. What are you doing? See, we have to start walking around with sunglasses on, shades on, so we can eliminate all of the outside. I call it the white noise. Eliminate the white noise out of your life. Whatever is being said, all of that talk, irrelevant. It does not matter. We put so much weight into what somebody else thinks and says about ourselves, and we'll drive ourselves crazy. You can never live up to the expectations of everyone. You can never please everyone. You're never going to get everyone to like you. But the question is, oh, what are your expectations? What do you desire? Okay? See, it's very important for us to know, be aware of who you are, where you are going, be you. It's always good enough, and don't worry about the expectations of others. Remember, you are enough. That's that song, I Made It. It's all about that. You are enough. And if nobody has not told you that today, you are enough. You are enough to live up to your potential. You are enough to go after your dreams. You are enough to let things go. You are enough just how you are. It doesn't matter if other people feel the same. It's about you. What do I say about myself? Okay. Now let's get into point number 6. Set yourself free from doubt. Okay. So doubt means uncertainty, feeling uncertain within ourselves. You know, we're doubting ourselves. Well, what can we do about that? We can ask ourselves, we'll ask ourselves, am I good enough? Can I do it? And the answer is a resounding yes. I can do great things. And I want you to say that to yourself. I can do great things because I believe in me. Okay. See, don't doubt. Speak out of your mouth. Write it down. Read it. I am capable. We set ourselves free when we say that. We set ourselves free from so many things. Anytime when you feel less than, anytime when you feel like you're being used, when you feel underappreciated, when you feel like you're not getting what you desire, tell yourself, I'm capable of having it. Just sometimes it may take a little time. We may have to work on our patience, but you'll get it. Anything that you want, if you believe it, if you have the drive for it, if you're going after it, if you're being consistent, if you have a good execution plan, if you have some great mentors, you can do it and you can have it if you really want it. But don't doubt. Put it out there in the atmosphere and speak over your life and claim it as you already possess it. Okay? So that's why it's so important. And I'm giving you a little bit of a clip from my upcoming book. This is why it's so important for us to be careful of our circle of strength. Okay. So, what is our circle of strength? Our circle of strength is people in our life, the people that we share our deepest thoughts, opinions, dreams, our fears. And we have to be careful who we choose to be in our circle of strength. And I call it that for a reason, because if we choose the wrong people to be in our little circle, those that we trust, those who we can be ourselves with, and they're the wrong people, they will throw a wrench in your plans. They will make you feel less than. They can make you give up. And also, choosing the wrong people in our life can cause us also to be unalived. Be careful about who you choose to call your friend. Be careful. Don't go by the word. See, that's so easy. I did that for so long, put so much focus and attention on um, the quantity, you know. I said, look at all these people I have. See, I love to be in a big group of people, but popularity does not equate to love. You know, love is love. Love is shown in the action, how they treat you, how they show up for you, how they support you. So get into your circle of strength. Okay? Who are you leaning on to strengthen and encourage and feed your spirit? Help you to reshift your mindsets, help you to cope emotionally. Okay? That's why it's so important to have emotional intelligence. And I see that the word is going to cover this topic as well soon. So, and I want you to tell yourself, I can do great things. Speak it into your life, speak it over your life until it happens. Okay? Yes, serious, absolutely. We got two more points. We're getting into point number 7. All right? Point number 7. Set yourself free from comparisons. Set yourself free from comparisons. And this is something that I heard years ago when I was a teenager, and I feel like now it's applicable to me. Comparison is the thief of, of our joy. Comparison is the thief of our joy. So, no two people are alike. You're never going to find two people who do the same things, act the same way. That's because we're all individuals. We all have different likes, dislikes, talents, backstory, okay? Do you. How you do it, how you want to do things is not how I may want to do it. And it's okay. We have to learn to be okay with being ourselves. We have to be okay with looking at ourselves in the mirror and say, you're awesome. And I say that to you too as well. Look at yourself in the mirror and speak over your life and over yourself. I am awesome. Yes. I want you to say that. Everybody in the chat, I want you to say, I am awesome. And believe that. And then show up with your actions that prove that you are. See, it's not about saying what you're about, it's showing. Okay? It's showing what you're about. Realist one, moderator in the house. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. Good to see you. Yes, it's so important. No two people are alike. Do you how you want to do it? Okay? How you. I don't mean auntie, mama, cousin, this person, that person, the person on your job, what somebody else is doing here on this platform or any social media. Put your own spin on it. Put your own personality on it. See, the people that I want to show up for me is the people that are genuine. I want to eliminate all of the backbiters, the lazy people, the leeches. See, we want to remove those people, remove them and rebuke them. Get going. You don't belong here. Don't be afraid to say that out of your mouth. It's a lot of people who don't deserve you. That part. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve your friendship. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve for you to even have a response. They don't deserve to get into your intellect. Okay? Respect yourself. Elevate. Don't think you have to settle. You don't have to settle for the bottom feeders, people at the bottom of the barrel, people who are doing nothing, people who are being lazy, people who are trying to ride on your coattails. I feel like somebody in this chat or somebody on the replay really needs to hear that. So I'm going to say it again. Don't let people ride on your coattails to success. They want to reach the top because you're the one busy actively doing something. Don't let people play you. Do not. Okay? You be a strong beam of light and say, get out of, this is my spotlight. I worked hard for this. Don't feel bad about when you're meeting with success and you're getting great things. Oh, hey, don't feel bad when you start elevating. Don't feel bad when great things start happening to you because you're putting in the work, because you're amazing, because you're working on yourself. Okay? People will always show up in a negative light and space because they want to transfer their energy. They don't understand how how do they do it? How do they get it? Because I'm myself. And I say the same thing to you. You're getting what you have because you're you. Don't ever stop being anybody other than you. There's no two people like you. Just like there's no other Marlene in this world. And I'm proud of that thing. See, I used to run. I used to hide from it. You know, my softness, my kindness, my motivation. I dimmed the light that was inside of me. But God told me, take that lampshade all out. Take it off. Radiate. Teach these people. Elevate their minds. Show them what you're about. See, I know there's somebody who needs to hear this message. Stop being afraid of what you want to do and go out and do it. You may lose some friendships. You may have some haters. You're going to have people who are going to stab you in the back. Be prepared for that. But people are drawn to a bright light. That part. When you're doing your thing, when you're joyful, people are intimidated. People are scared. And people don't like when they can't use you. They can't play you like the little puppet with the strings. Don't let people play you. No. No, motivators, we're not doing that. No, 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 no. Do you hear that? No. No, not over here. All right. Comparisons. Do you, how you do with your talent, your personality, be unique. See, what a lot of people don't understand, they don't understand individuality. That part. You don't have to look like other people, dress like other people, talk like other people. These days I can just be free in the spirit. I can just do what Marlene does because I'm okay with me. Because I did the inner work. And people will look at you and say, oh, she thinks she's all that. Absolutely, I do. And you can say the same thing about yourself. Absolutely. I don't think I'm somebody. I know it. And I want you to say that to yourself. People are only doing that because they're projecting all of their fears onto you. That part. Hey, Nate. Welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see if I missed any comments. Nope, I'm good. All right. So let's get into this. Here's some more motivational sauce for y'all. People chafe at a person who is not afraid to be bold. Other people on the outside, they don't like when you can be bold. They don't like when you're courageous. They don't like when you go after your dreams and you're winning. They don't like it. They want your shine. But don't hold back. See, this is a time where you put your foot on the gas and you accelerate and leave them in the dust. Oh, I'm not walking around trying to please people. I'm not trying to be on the level with everybody else. I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to do me. I'm trying to use my talent. I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to do better than the past generations. See, I want my legacy to say, man, Sarah, I remember when Marlene told me that. Okay? That's what I'm about. And I say the same thing to you. It's never too late to change your thought process. It's never too late. Every day is a new day and a new opportunity. Okay? How are you going to use your opportunity of your new day? Are you going to use your opportunities and waste them and sit down and complain and gossip and do this and and yada yada and do nothing but talk? Don't talk about it. Be about it. Be about it. Mm-hmm. It's the action. That part, Marianne, don't let anyone take your shine. It's yours. Now, I was right in the middle of a thought and I stopped. So don't chafe at, people chafe at a person who's not afraid to be bold, courageous, and open. They don't like it. They don't like when somebody can say how they feel. See, I'm not afraid to be transparent because I don't care about the judgments of other people. I've already owned my past. I own that. I'm accountable for what I did, and I'm okay with it. So, somebody else saying something about me, it doesn't make me upset. I'm like, yeah, and so what? Uh, there's a lot of things that people will say, and we have to check, why does that offend me? Why does that bother me? We got to get to the inside of why it bothers us, okay? Get to the inside of it, okay? Now, let's get to point number 8, destructive relationships. See, set yourself free from destructive relationships. Set yourself free from destructive relationships. See, people will take away your peace, your joy, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, and your well-being. Who needs to look? Listen, I need to slow it down and say that again. People will take away your peace, your joy, your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being if you allow it. Period. The question is, what are you allowing in your relationships? What are you allowing? Are you letting people be a doormat for you? Or you just lay down and take it all? Do whatever you want to me? And I'm not going to stand up. And the moment that you do, I'm this and that. See, people will only like you as much as they can use you. Boy, when I learned that, I was like, ain't that a... The moment that you can do things for people, they love you. And the moment that you can't, they hate you. Isn't that a kick in the head? But that's just how people are. If they can't use you, they're going to talk nasty about you. Okay? Or they're going to be jealous of you. We can't control that part. So I'm telling you, set yourself free from destructive relationships. We have to get away. See, there's somebody I know that is not understanding what I'm trying to say right now. Oh, we got Lovey in the building. Hey, Lovey. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, and I got to do a quick shout out to Lovey Star Beating. Got on my earrings from Lovey Star Beating today. Shout out to you, Lovey, and thank you so much. Yes, Mary Ann. Okay, so let's talk about destructive relationships. Okay, this is so important to something that we need to set ourselves free from. Okay, destructive relationships. See, there's destructive friends, romantic relationships, family, work, all of which can destroy you. Destructive relationships can unalive you. Destructive relationships can break your peace. Mhm, mhm. See, save yourself from the emotional turmoil. See, we have to rise above all of this and know that we deserve more than being a doormat, than being used, than being played, than being manipulated, than be only come to you with drama. You don't need that. You don't need that. Get out of here with that. There's no time. See, we're about our grind. We're about our peace. We're about elevating. Okay? We're about doing what is meant to be for us, what is meant to be for you. Okay? And you have to define that. So I say to you all, save yourself. People will use, manipulate, and take from you until you are empty on the inside, until your bank account is empty, until they find the next victim. So they're going to use you until you have nothing left to give, and then they step over you and go to the next person. So once you see someone is a destructive person like that, they're using me, they're playing me, they don't treat me well, they don't appreciate me, you cannot change those people. I want you to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. You cannot change a destructive person. You cannot change a person who has mental illness. There's a lot of people, they're touched. Okay. Right here. You can't change that, especially if you're dealing with a person who's a narcissist. You can't. All right. You can't make them happy. You can't please them. You can't. It's impossible. So they're going to take from you until you're empty, until you take your power back. It's so important. We don't have to wait for people to get to our level. I did that for a long time. You're waiting for people to catch up to you. You're waiting for people to treat you right. You say because they say they love you, so you're waiting on that love. Well, you say you love me, but you're not proving it. That's not love. That's mind games. They're playing mind games with you. They're playing mind games, and you don't have to allow it. Okay, you don't have to allow it. See, this is the point of that destructive relationships. Toxic, hazardous, poisonous people, those who want to experience freedom, have to get rid of it. You have to cut the cord, just like a baby has to cut the umbilical cord. You have to cut all ties to dangerous people, destructive people, people who are using you. You must cut all ties to them. You can't change them. They're never going to do right. No, all they're going to ever do is make excuses. I'm sorry. I promise I'll change. They never will. They'll never do right by you. Stop waiting for them to do it. You're wasting your time, your energy, and even your finances. And I feel like this needs to be said. Please stop giving people your money. Please stop giving people your money. No. Do not give money to people who demand it. Give money to people who you want to give money to. Don't let people strong arm you and try to force you, try to make you feel guilty about giving them money. No, don't do it. Who didn't hear it? I have to get closer. I know somebody didn't get it. Don't do it. Okay, I think y'all got that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes, they will. I'm a testimony to that. I was taken advantage of by family. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Cirrus, but now you're stronger, you're more courageous, and now you take your power back. You don't have to do it anytime you don't want to. Yes, realist one, act accordingly. Mm-hmm. That part. Mm-hmm. I need that one on a t-shirt too. I'm trying to super chat. I don't know why I can't from my phone. It's all good, Lovey. Yes, I monetarily did, unfortunately. And it's all good. But we all do things, We all do things until we get the awareness. Okay? And when you get the awareness, I'm so proud of you all, growing and maturing and elevating. It's very difficult to cut off people. It's very difficult to just stop doing things for people. But you can do it. You can do it. I'm so proud of each of you. And I'm on my last point, so I'm going to put the link in the chat. So anybody who would like to can come up and share how you set yourself free. You're welcome to. Because I give the tips, and then you all, when you come up, you can share how you did it, the action. How did you make it happen? Okay. And I'm going to share my last point. Set yourself free from lies. Set yourself free from lies. Okay. Those who want to experience freedom from lies will be aware and discern those who do. So when you know somebody, you be like, that is not how it went. Or they don't know how to tell you the truth. And they're playing games, or they're twisting the truth, or they're only telling parts and pieces of what actually happened. Stay away from those people, okay? See, a seeker of the truth will be free from deception. See, when you're trying to set yourself free, you don't have time to be, your mind to be bogged down with wondering, I wonder if they're telling me the truth, or are they lying? You never know. If you find out somebody lies, that will never change. Especially if you have someone and they're I can't think of the word now. I can't think of the word, but it'll come to me probably in a little bit. But it's a habitual. If you are dealing with a habitual liar, that's a part of some mental illness. Okay, so a seeker of the truth will be free from deception, lies, and negativity. You don't have time to be involved in their gossip, their perception, their judgments of other people. See, lies bring brokenness, okay? Lies bring brokenness. And there's no way we can be free when we're around people who keep breaking things up, okay? You don't deserve it, all right? You don't deserve it. Oh, thank you so much, Lovey. Appreciate your super sticker. It's very much appreciated. And let me do when the super chat hits. Pause, please. I love that little panda. Oh, thank you so much, Lovey. Got a second one. Thank you so much, Lovey Star. Very much appreciate you. Hold, please. Thank you so much, Lovey. Oh, Lovey. Again, thank you so much. One more time when the super chat hits. One more time for Lovey. Thank you so much, Lovey. I love that panda, y'all. Realists, don't hate on the panda, okay? Don't hate on the panda, okay? That's don't hate on the panda, okay? Realists, you hating on the animals. That's right, Nate. Hey, Shantirement, how are you? Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. I'm in the car. The music got really loud through the speakers. Oh, I'm sorry, Sirius. Oh, thank you so much, Marianne. Appreciate that. I adore you too. Hold, please. When the super chat hits, Sirius, turn your speakers down. Thank you so much, Marianne and Lovey. Appreciate you so much for your support. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Welcome. I put the link in the chat for any of you who like to come up now. This is the time of the show where I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I love you more, Lovey. If that's even possible, you are amazing. Yes, Nate. Hey, Pieces of April. Welcome. It's good to see you. Good to see you. How are you? Very much appreciate you. And happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much, Shantirement. My mentor who watches my videos told me I need to step up my game. So how is it, mentor? Is this better? I'm gonna hear. She'll tell me. She'll tell me if I need to step up my game some more. She don't play with me. Hey, M Mac, how are you? Welcome in. Very much appreciate you. Yes, everybody. Okay, this is the time of the show. I put the link in the chat. I don't know if it's in there right now. This is the time of the show where it goes back to all my motivators, and you can share what you want to say. Okay? You can share your thoughts and your opinions. How have you set yourself free? How have you set yourself free from, drama, lies? Okay? You're welcome to come up now. Okay? All right. Let's do a recap while I wait to see who's going to come up. Let's start with point number 1. Okay? Point 1, how we can set ourselves free from the past. Set yourself free from the past, from the mistakes, from traumas. Forgive yourself and others so that you can live up to your potential. See, each of us has potential that is inside of us. I have potential within me. You have potential within you. Don't allow the past mistakes that you made, traumas, other people, what they think about you. Don't let what happened behind you be what stops you in your present. Okay? Let's go on to point number 2. Set yourself free from limiting beliefs. Okay? Limiting beliefs. And what are some of those limiting beliefs? We limit ourselves because of others. We let others have their opinions of us. But here is the sauce. Anything that inhibits our growth, anything that inhibits my personal growth, you must exit left. You got to go. Time for you to get out of here. Okay? Don't let other people with their limiting beliefs stop you from making your own personal growth. Okay? Point 3, set yourself free from fear and worry. Okay? Fear is an anxiety about the outcome of something. Fear can paralyze you from moving ahead. Okay? We let that fear stop us from moving ahead. But the difference with worry is worry, when we let our mind dwell on some negativity, some difficulty, some problem that we are having. So we stay there. See, that's the worry part. We stay there instead of letting our mind elevate above that. I'm not going to worry about it. See, what we can do, what is within our reach, we can be about our business. We can do what we're supposed to do. We can get busy. We can be consistent. We can be honest. We can be a great human being. All of that is within our reach. Now let's get to point 4. Point 4. We have to set ourselves free from negative self-talk. So we are our own worst critics, right? We are our own worst critics. We can evaluate what we need to do and improve ourselves. See, that's healthy. That's a good thing to do, to improve on ourselves. But never put yourself down. Never put yourself down. Okay? We live in a negative society. All right? We get enough out there. We get enough on the outside. We get enough from other people and their judgments of us. But we need to dismiss that right away. Dismiss it, remove it, and rebuke it. It has no space right here with me. See, that's how we take our power back. That's how we set ourselves free. We have to stop talking negative about ourselves and speak positive over ourselves. We got a mod and a member in the house. Hey, Shayla, how are you, sis? So good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And Uncle in the house. Hey, Uncle. Welcome in. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. And thank you, everybody, for the likes. It's very much appreciated. All right, we getting the link is in the chat. Anybody who wants to come up, not anybody. Let me recant that. Not anybody. If you have something to add to this discussion, let's say it like that. Okay, let's say it like that. I don't know why it's not doing it. All right, let's try this again. There we go. This chat is popping. All right. Point number 5. We have to set ourselves free from living up to the expectations of others. Mm-hmm. We have to set ourselves free from the expectations of others. We can never make everybody happy. It's impossible. We have to stop. We must stop thinking we have to live up to what another person expects of us. We'll wear ourselves down. We'll make ourselves crazy trying to make family, friends, a job. We're pulling ourselves in all different directions when we don't have to. Okay? When we don't have to. Yes, stop chasing after people that have walked away from you. God don't need the people that have left you to bless you. He will bless you with who and what you have left. Exactly. And welcome, and Mac. Nancy says, good one. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So we got to leave those people behind. And when you try to live up to the expectations of other people, you become unhappy, right? You become unhappy. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? It's not. Don't let other people and their judgments of you stop you from being who you're meant to be, okay? Be aware of who you are, where you're going. Be you. It's always good enough. And whoever needs to hear this message, whether live or on the replay, you are good enough. All right? So let's get into point number 6. We have to set ourselves free from doubt. Doubt means feeling uncertain. Who are some of the people that make us feel uncertain? You know, ourselves. Do we doubt ourselves? Do we let what other people say to us cause us to have doubts? Maybe. Okay. And we have to stop that. No, you're too precious. You're too wonderful of a person, of a human being, for you not to have and to do everything that you want. Don't doubt yourself. What can we do? You are good enough, and I deserve great things. These are some of the important things that we have to reinforce in our own mind. So when I tell you all, I'm always working on mindset shifting. We all can have doubts that will come up in our head, but we have to dismiss it. And when you dismiss those negatives, you must replace it with something positive. I am good enough. I can do great things. I am capable. All right. And like I was saying earlier, sharing a little snippet of my upcoming book. We have to be, this is why it's very important when it comes to doubt to be careful of who is in our circle of strength. What is our circle of strength? Okay. Our circle of strength is the people that we tell our innermost thoughts, desires, and goals to. Be very careful. And that's why I call it a circle of strength. Because if you tell the wrong people what you're trying to do, it will be the opposite effects will happen, right? The opposite effect will happen to you when you choose the wrong people, when you surround yourself with negative people. And we think a lot of times that we have to be close to people because we're related to them by blood. Uh-uh. It don't work that way. Just because you have someone's blood running through your veins, it does not mean you have to experience closeness with those people. A lot of times our own family, our own blood is the ones that hurt us the most. It's the ones that try to sabotage our success. That part. So pay attention. Pay attention, motivators. All right. Karen, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. It's good to see you. It's so important that we check doubt at the door and work on our circle of strength. Okay, let's get to point number 7, comparisons. Comparison is the thief of our joy. All right, no two people are alike. Do you, how you do it with your talent, with your personality. Be unique. It's about individuality. Be okay with being different from other people. You don't have to do anything like another person. You can be a trailblazer and be the first to do something. Go after your dreams and not compare to another person, because nobody is you. And love that about yourself. Love that nobody is like you, okay? Love that about yourself. Don't be deceived, okay? Don't. Don't be deceived. Other people will make you feel that you have to be like other people to be accepted, and you don't. You don't need their acceptance. Like, get out of here with that. I don't need to be like anybody else. That's one of the things that I love the most about me. I have no problem being myself, dressing how I dress, loving who I am. And I say the same thing to you. Change, shift, direct, and focus on yourself. Anytime when other people are trying to come in your life and drag you down, this is when you need to ghost people. Okay? And turn inwardly and work on yourself. Okay? Because if you're not helping me, and the same thing for you, if they're not helping you to grow and elevate and support you and give you what you need and desire, they don't need to be in your life. They're just taking up space for somebody who would actually be in your life, actively supporting, encouraging, and loving you. Okay? Don't let people stay in a space that another person would actually be in and appreciate. That part. That part. Okay? Hey, Lynn. Welcome. It's good to see you. I almost said Wednesday. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. So be careful of that, be careful of comparisons. And people chafe at a person who is not afraid to be bold, courageous, and open about their story. Don't be scared. Do not be scared to be you. All right? For so long, I hid behind what I wanted to do and what I was about and the things that I liked, because the people around me were bottom feeders. The people around me were low vibrational. The people around me were not seeking change. And you cannot stay around people who are not seeking change and are doing nothing with their life. They're going to suck you dry just like a leech. They're going to drag you down just like those crabs in the barrel. They want to keep you on their level. They don't want to see you improve. And you don't need those type of people in your life. Okay? Period. Point number 8. Set yourself free from destructive relationships. Set yourself free from destructive relationships. Now, what are some of those destructive relationships? Supposed friends, family, romantic relationships, and the jobs that never show appreciation. If someone does not appreciate the things that you do for them, the sacrifices that you make for them, save yourself. You know, they're poisonous, they're hazardous, they're toxic to you. They're destroying your life. Yes, Nancy, uh, that is a huge one. I'm telling you, this one is deep. That's why I saved it for almost the last. These destructive relationships, you cannot change them. You cannot save them. Unless somebody wants to do something, they won't. Somebody has to want to do something with their life. They have to want to improve. They have to want to be better. You can't make people do right. You can't. You can't. It's impossible. I have to be unapologetically me. I was a doormat for so long until I gained my control and freedom back. Amen. And I'm so glad that you did. I'm so glad you did, Sirius. I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud of everybody who has the courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for yourself. It takes a lot of courage to believe in you. It takes a lot of courage to be a trailblazer and to start something new. It takes a lot of courage to walk a road alone. It takes courage to walk away from relationships that don't heal you, and especially the ones that harm you, because if something is not helping you and healing you, it's harming you. Okay, don't let other people destroy you. They will, if you allow it. Anything that we allow will happen. Okay, don't let other people, don't be a doormat. All right, don't be used and don't be played. Save yourself. They will use you, manipulate, and take from you until you are empty. Who didn't hear that? They will use, manipulate, and take from you until you are empty. And then they pass on to their next victim. That's what a destructive person, destructive relationship is all about. They destroy you. They take from you. They use you. They play you until they find somebody else, okay, that they can do the same thing to you. Until you elevate your mind and know that I don't have to take it. I don't have to listen to that. I don't have to vibrate low like that. See, I'm up here and you're down here. And it's not because you think you're better than other people. It's about you respecting yourself. It's about you knowing your worth. All right? Know your worth. And until you decide to elevate, you won't. All right? You have to decide that. And I had to understand this too. You can't change them. You can't make people mature. You can't make people do right by you. You can't do that. Especially a person who is a narcissist. I thought I could kill them with kindness. And a lot of people who are spiritual minded, we think it's the right thing to do because of our close relationship with our higher power. We think that is something that I have to do. I have to be kind to them. Kindness and being used is two different things, everyone. We Kindness is something that we all have to do, okay? We all have to be kind. But when you identify that you're being used, you're being played, someone is doing wrong by you, you don't let people disrespect you. Take your power back. That's why it's called set yourself free. Okay? Set yourself free. Oftentimes people try to force square pegs into round holes when it pertains to relationships. I feel that. I feel that. Yes, most of my life I had self-esteem issues. Thank God I stopped letting people have control. I'm so glad to hear that, Lynn. Yes, take your power back, and I'm so proud of you. Serious. It was a process. I gave it all to God. He gave me the strength and will to confront the joy stealers. Exactly. Yes, Nancy, protect your peace. Yes, realist one. I'm waiting on my shirt, bro. I'm waiting on the merch. Act accordingly. And terrible, terrible, terrible. I need my merch, realist one. I need my merch. Lynn's life lessons. I had to learn to love myself. Yeah. And it's a process. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's the everyday, it's the decisions. Okay. All right. Kindness and boundaries. Yeah. You have to balance it out, right? You have to balance it. I'm serious about that thing, realist. I'm serious. Yes, writers. Yep. Okay, let's get into point. This is the last point, point number 9. Set yourself free from lies. Lies, lies cause so much destruction, so much pain. And people think like it's a joke when when they tell you lies, when they make up lies, when they portray you as a certain way, and that's not what it's about. But I always say, I don't have to say anything. Anybody who knows me, the person that I am on this app is the same person that I am off this app. I'm just Marlene. Just like the same should be said of you. Be yourself, you know? And a lot of people, the reason why people lie is because they're not happy with themselves. They can't face their own self in the mirror. They don't have a good opinion of themselves. They're so used to being what they think everybody else wants them to be than to just say, hey, I I don't have the money, or I don't live this lifestyle just because other people can say, oh wow, look at Marlene and what she has. I'm not about that life either. I have what I can afford. I have what God has given me, what He has chose to bless me with, and I'm not trying to get things so that other people can say, oh look at Marlene, she got this and got that. Marlene is not about that life. I have what I can afford. I have what I'm meant to have. I have what I work hard for. That part. So I'm not about pleasing other people. So lies, this topic right here, ugh. See, a seeker of truth will be free from deception. I feel like I'm ministering to somebody right now. A seeker of truth will be free from deception. See, lies bring on negativity. It breaks up relationships. Lies can cause people to be unalived. Lies can cause people to be unalived. Okay? Lies bring about gossip. You know, something that you say that was not true, it can break somebody's spirit. It can cause a person to give up on their life. It can say, then why do I even have to try if that's what somebody else thinks about me? So be careful the words that you say. Be careful of what comes out of your mouth. And that's one of the reasons why when I hear something from somebody, I don't try to immediately go and tell somebody else, oh, I heard this. because you could take part in spreading gossip. Unless I hear something from the actual person and not what somebody else says that someone has said, we've all played that game, telephone. Oh, and this, someone starts off with saying something and the next person says it and it goes down the line. By the time it gets to the end of the line, it's a completely different storyline. Nothing like what was said in the original. Okay. So get it from the source. And if you do not get things from the source, don't speak on it. Okay? We think that we know because we're all humans. We all make judgments of other people. We think that we know how somebody else and what somebody else has going on, but you don't know. You don't know what somebody is going through in their private space. You don't know what somebody else has going on. You don't know who is dealing with some mental health issues right now in this very moment. And you saying something nice or kind can slow that down up here. What does it take? What does it take to say something nice? And we all heard it when we were younger. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. It's not hard. It's not hard. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Okay? But yes, I do understand that you do have to protect yourself. You can't let people talk sideways to you. All right. You do have to stand up and protect yourself, but also you don't have to be a part of the drama and the lies and the gossip and the and the yada yada. You don't have to be a part of that. Okay. Yes. Definitely had to learn to not be a people pleaser. Okay, everybody, this is the last time I'm going to put the link in the chat. I am wondering, maybe today nobody wants to come up. If not, it's all good. I just will end at my regular time. Yes, so true. Uh-huh. Yes, you better tell it. Yes, Mary Ann, you never know what someone is going through. You don't. You don't. You don't know what a person's breaking point. A person could be right. I'm telling you, anybody who has been on this channel for a while, they know about my backstory. And I'm telling you, I was like a trigger away, box cutter in my hand, ready to unalive myself. I'm telling you, all I needed was one. I'm telling you, one more thing, and I was going to be done. But for some reason, I believe it was the Holy Spirit stopped me and blocked me so that I could be here, because the Holy Spirit said, you have something to give and to teach later on in life. And I didn't know that years ago, but I know it now. I have a purpose, and so do you. You have a purpose. Isn't there a saying like gossip stops when it hits wise ears or something like that? It could be, Nancy. It could be. They may look good externally. Internally, they may have a whole lot going on. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, he gave me. Listen, I'm telling y'all, when I was I'm not going to cry because I could feel the tears. When I was 16 years old, I was dealing with bullying at school. I didn't feel loved at home. Because the whole thing about it is, if you don't feel love at home, and you don't feel loved at school, like you don't have friends. And I also was struggling with low self esteem. I didn't know who I was, and I've always been different. I admit that. I've never been like other girls. I've never been like other girls. I've always walked to the beat of my own drum. I've always dressed differently, talked differently, and I'm not afraid. I've always spoken the way that I speak now. And people would always make fun of me and say, I think I'm another race. I think I'm this and I think I'm that one. Just being myself. This is just how I was raised. This is what I'm about. And I had to understand, later on in life, I got it that you're not meant to be everybody's cup of tea. And my light was too bright for them. I was never a part of the group, those girls trying to do all of this stuff. And that wasn't me. I was in my books, and I was about my business. 16 years old, I already had my business started. So I guess that intimidates other people. So be yourself. I think the Spirit caused me to say this. Whoever needs to hear it, that there's certain periods of time in our life that we have to walk that road alone because we need to work on our inside and affirm the love that we have for ourselves. And it was during those times when I tried on 3 attempts to unalive myself, one with a box cutter, one with some pills, and one, I hate to say it, but the truth, I tried to electrocute myself. 3 times I tried to unalive myself, and 3 times, all 3 attempts failed, and they failed miserably because that's not what I was supposed to do. He said, "Not here and not now. I'm not ready for this, and neither are you." So whoever needs to hear it, don't think just because other people don't love you, don't understand you, that you're not valuable. You are valuable. Okay. And I have many other things besides those 3 attempts that I tried other things too. I really, I really lived life on the edge, and I tried everything to leave this life. And every time it was blocked. Every time it was blocked. When I say every time, I mean every time. Every time, every time, every time. So when somebody tells you that you don't have purpose, when somebody tells you that you can't do something, when somebody doesn't like you, when somebody doesn't understand you, no, you don't like me or understand me, but there's somebody out there that does. Don't think just because 1 or 2 people don't love you, don't think that there is not thousands, if not millions of people that will. That part, I had to learn that. It's all of those destructive people, toxic people in my life. I had to leave from them so that I could step into who I was. And the funny part about it is now those are the same people trying to come back in my life and say, we always knew you could do it. Like, what? You always knew it. When you were trying to sabotage me, when you backstabbed me, when you know what I'm saying? Like, for real? It's always the same ones that will do everything to hurt you and break you, that turn around later and need you. It's the same ones. I'm telling you, mark my word, if it hasn't happened to you, it will happen eventually. It's the same ones that talk about you behind your back that later on will need you. And I was like, isn't that a beat? Oh my goodness. Wow. Hey, Eastad, welcome in. Member in the house. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. This makes me love this much more. You are very resilient and you have a purpose. That part. And so do you, Cola, and everyone in this chat and everyone in the replay. I say to each of you that you have a plan for your life, you have a purpose, there is a plan and objective, and maybe you're not around the right people. Maybe you need to get rid of certain people. Maybe you need to move away from the people that you're around right now. Sometimes those very people that you're around is stopping you and blocking you from your positive thought process, for meeting certain people. So it's okay. It's scary. I know what that's about. You got to move away sometimes from people so that you can get into your purpose. You can do it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do that. You are meant to survive for a reason. And now you obviously found your reason to speak to others with similar experiences. That part. That part. And I didn't know that. I don't know why I feel like sharing all of this right now today, but I feel like somebody needs to hear this. Also, before, I tried to unalive myself with a box cutter. Before all of that even happened, when I started high school and I was 14, it's hard for me to say, but I had an eating disorder. At 14, I had an eating disorder. Um, I was 65 pounds. 65 pounds. I was skin and bones. I had a very severe case of anorexia nervosa. But back in the day when everybody used to wear the baggy clothes and all of that, nobody could really know. I wasn't showing my family, my body, because I was always covered up, so they couldn't see it. I hid it very well. But I had a teacher. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget Miss Griffey. She saved my life. She asked me, like, what's going on? And she asked me to stay after class, and she was like, what's going on? And I was like, what's going on? See, the whole thing is when you are going through something, you're used to putting on a mask. You're used to hiding all your pain and being strong and having a plastic smile in front of everybody. But there are people who see it and they recognize it right away. And she was like, what's going on? You are skin and bones. She's like, do you not have food at home? And I think that's the first time in my life probably that I felt like somebody actually saw me as a person. She saw me and she became one of my dearest friends. She saved my life. She got me into counseling and some support, and I got the help that I needed to survive that. So I can say I survived an eating disorder. I survived many suicide attempts. I survived a lot of things. I survived abuse. I survived a lot of things. I'm a survivor, but I don't choose to put those labels on me about my past. I choose to call myself empowered. I'm empowered, and that's how I can say to you and myself too, set yourself free. When you make a decision to set yourself free, you will. Let's see. People always see it when they can see your vision coming to fruition. Yes, exactly. So I guess nobody wants to hit the link today. Maybe today you guys just wanted to listen to me chat my mouth off. It's all good. Thank you all, everybody, for your support. Since nobody wants to hit the link today, it's all good. I'm I'll put the link in here one more time. And if nobody hits the link, I'm going to get up out of here. Um, so, yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say. And I thank Miss Griffey from the bottom of my heart for saving my life and for letting me. She saw something inside of me that I couldn't see inside of me. You know how, like, somebody sees you when you feel invisible? Yeah, that part. That part, that part. Hey, Nexie, how are you? Welcome. I'm trying to tell you, some people can look at you and just feel that energy and just know when a person is going through something. And she did. And she did. And she was like, she's a Southern mama. And she was like, girl, you ain't fooling me. You are not fooling me. She's like, dismiss all of that stuff, and you gonna tell me what's going on. She said, I have time. I can wait. I'm getting to the bottom of this today. What is going on? And she did. She gave me friendship. She got me in touch with my spiritual side again. And she taught me to love myself. She gave me 3 of the biggest gifts. Woo! I got to turn my camera off. I can feel the tears are coming. She gave me 3 of the biggest gifts that anybody can give somebody. She empowered me. She saw me when nobody else could see me. She gave me my wings back and gave me the permission that it's okay. You can fly now. You don't have to be scared. Woo! Woo! When somebody can love you like that, when somebody can love you despite when you're broken, when somebody can love you even when you don't love yourself, mm, that's true love. And she didn't ask for anything in return. All she asked for me is to be myself. Yeah, yeah, that part. Thank you so much, Nexie. Appreciate it. And I have to say, when the super chat hits, cover your ears, Sirius. Cover your ears. Thank you so much, Nexie. I very much appreciate you. I very much appreciate you. I'm at work in the bushes right now. Or I'll hit the link. It's all good. I'm about to end anyways. Sometimes tears are great. And I needed to, I feel like I needed to say this for somebody who feels like I always felt like I had to stuff everything down inside of me, all my pain, the abuse, the feelings of worthlessness, not being accepted by my peers, not loving myself, many things I was going through by the time I got to be 14. Many things. But I'm still here. But I'm still here. But I'm still here. And I say the same thing to you. So are you. Use the life that you have. Yes. Yes, it sure does. It sure does. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's okay to cry. I just don't want to cry on camera. Marlene, when somebody shows you that you can and have to be loved, you survived all of this. The pain gets less as time goes on. Yeah, I'm over all of that, but I just, yeah. So I'm just walking in the manifestation of my light. And that's the last thing that I heard from my dear Miss Griffith before she passed. Woo! She told me, and she said on her deathbed, she said, you go and shine your light brightly. So that's the only thing I ask from you. Go and shine your light brightly. And I say that to all of you. Shine your light brightly. Don't let anybody stop you from being who you're meant to be. Don't let anybody make you feel less than. Don't let anybody take you out from what you deserve to have. Okay? Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody stop you from doing what you are meant to do. Okay? Yes, healing is ongoing. And Mac, every Monday to Friday, I go live. Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when it starts. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Nexie. And here you are making all of our lives become better from the inside out. Yes. Thank you all so much for your support. Appreciate each and every one of you. And as I always say, every single video, story time, and live stream, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. And of course, if you want to get more support and motivation, join my channel membership. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, oh, oh, oh.